Welcome back to Terrific Terry Tuesday after a middling, or mid as the kids say, Money Monday. A couple of pick fours yesterday early on, and then, I got the W over Terry and Private Ross with my 3-horse.
You did.
So, yeah, and that's the one I put the smallest bet on. So it's kind of an irony of ironies.
Yeah. And I need to make a correction. And you said yesterday that I had a pick 4 on Thursday that paid just over $1,000, and I said no, I think it paid over $1,200. Well, it actually paid $1,037.15. So you were correct.
I'm on a roll, except on the pick. So hopefully for this terrific Terry Tuesday, we can be on a roll as well. Well, free stuff as always today. That's how we'll start the show. Free picks today at Louisiana Downs. There ain't no speed like Louisiana speed. So make sure you take a look at that. There is a link in the description on YouTube. Make sure you take advantage of that. When the show is over, right here on horseracingtoday.net, we'll post all of our thoughts as well as our Benny and the Bets suggestions. Make sure you head on over there. If you like what you see, you can hit that button right there, that HRT gear button. Get yourself a Horse Racing Today number 11 hat or a See You in the Winner circle. You can customize it. So if white isn't your color, then perhaps you can go with greenish, turquoise, or whatever color that is, or gray if you're into 50 Shades of Gray type thing. There you are. Make sure you take advantage of that. We'd greatly appreciate your support. As always, the link to our smart sheet is in the description on YouTube, as well as a link to the description and how to use each piece of data. Terry? So with that in mind, let's get started with race number 1. We didn't have any of these yesterday. 7 furlong race where 37% of the horses go wire to wire. The inside 3, Terry, have a lot of advantages, especially if they have speed. And the inside 2 should giddy up and go when we get going.
Well, take a look here that the 1 and 2 do have some pretty good speed, but so does the 4 and the 6. It's really anyone you guess race who gets to the front first.
Yeah, a couple of them are definitely competing there. You see the 2 and the 4 up here as well, and the 1. So likely one of those 3 will get to the lead. Big part of the way the race takes shape is you see the 2 and the 5. They want to pressure, really not front runners, and the other ones want to close. So there are no true front runners in here. That should favor horses that get to the front. And one of those horses that could get to the front, Terry, looks like he might enjoy the trip with what we call C-zone.
Yeah, the 4 has a really nice C-zone of 67.58%. Means it'd be very comfortable in this race.
Yeah, so we take 1,000 race simulations and we'll look where the horse is relative to the winner at the beginning of the race. And then we compare that to its best performances to see how much today's race will look like its best outings. Looks like the 4 also has the top total pace, Terry, of about 1 1/4 lengths more than anybody else. 5 points equals 1 length. Keep that in mind in there, Terry, as you make your picks for the opener today. Who do you got on top in race number 1?
I like the 2 Dream Chaser. Takes a large drop in class, trained by a high percentage winning trainer, and her best dirt speed is fast among today's starters. Frosted Diamond, the 4, has a strong record at Parx Racing, being in the money 53% of the time, winning 16% of those. Excels at the distance 50% of the time in the money at today's distance. Drops in class, has a high percentage winning trainer. And then Angelic Storm, finished second against stronger competition last out. Tied for the best race speeding, and owns the top speed figure at today's distance. Cream Caramel, the 1, the rail post is winning at 18% of the time. Early speed boasts his chance or her chances. No bets.
I got the Dream Chaser 2. It is the biggest class dropper. That's also here in our smart sheets, moving down almost 1.5 lengths. It's a pretty aggressive move down. Could be on the lead. It's also our top par plus horse. You see right there. We do 1,000 simulations again. We check the potential speed number. 75 being par here. That one breaks that number more often than any other. Frosted Diamond does have that top total pace score that we talked about, 6 points better than everybody else. So if early pace and late pace add up, That one wins by a little bit more than a length. It is the top C-zone horse, as we've pointed out. It's also a left arrow horse. So what we mean by left arrow, it's a horse that's probably going to go forward. That's a closer. It's going to move more towards the front than usual. With that top C-zone, that could be a lethal combination or a winning combination. The 5 horse, Angelic Storm, just missed in its last race, did show better pace from beginning to end. And then Boca Royalty, the 6 horse. This one is a yes horse, meaning it has hit par for this level. It's the last of the par horses in this race. Okay workouts, maybe wanted to rank it a bit higher, but when it comes off the bench, it kind of stinks. The trainer, I think he's like 0 for 55 or something, so going to kind of be hard to break that streak. Race 2 begins the first of the 3 pick 4s, and in the second start here, Terry, they're going to go 5.5 furlongs. Again, another distance we did not see yesterday. The bias, you see it strolling down there below, but what we see, the primary bias, is about half of the horses, Terry, that get the lead, never relinquish the lead in this claiming 5,000 non-winner race. So the horse gets the lead and keeps the lead all the way around the track. Who's that likely to be?
Well, it looks like the 4 does, although if the 4 has any problems at all, the 6 will get there. So there you go.
Yes, and you see they also top our early pace. And when your horses are looking for a win, again, looking to see which ones have been able to hit the speed figure, 81 is key. Only so far the 3 and the 4, although the 5, has come within 3 points of that. This race, everybody wants to be middle forward, Terry, so that could favor some late speed. Who's got that?
Well, it appears to me that the 1 would have the late speed, and also the 4. So with the 3 in between that sandwich. So
there's a lot of horses in here showing some better pace, better fractions. So many horses headed in the right direction. The 4 horse is your lone class dropper, Terry, but looks like somebody else has the best jockey and trainer.
Well, the 6 does. The 6 has both best jockey and trainer, so it's the best combination for the race.
Yeah, the 4 horse 10-point last race speed figure edge. We had a couple of those yesterday that failed to come through for us, but normally Andrew Beyer says it's something you want to watch out for. And again, the 4 over here with a top total pace of 8 points. Yeah, if all things goes its way, just runs that last race, maintains its early pace and late pace status. Does the 4 run away with it, Terry?
Well, I like the 4 Power Agenda. Finished second against similar last race, and early speed benefits his chances could perform better at a shorter distance because of that. And then 6 Whips, the 5, ran second versus similar in his last race, has the highest speed figure today's distance. Pylon, the 6, switches to high percentage winning jockey and has a trainer. This trainer wins 17% of the claiming races he has a horse competing in. Carbonite, the 2, ran third last time, tied for the fastest speed in today's field. And I'm going to play the very first pick 4, Miami Vice Don Johnson, 4-5, 1, 2, 5, 6 with the 4, 5, 6 with the 1, 3, 5, 6, $48 ticket.
Yes, for me, I'm going to start with that 4 horse too, although he's been off for quite a while. So all the numbers say should be a big time favorite. First up, good question mark for that horse. Doesn't really fire. And the workouts so far are the 3 horse, Remarkable Mo. Along with the 4, it's the only yes horse in this field and did show a little better early pace last time out. And if you watch our shows, if you look up Craig Milkowski from Timeform US, search for that one, watch that show. A lot of great information in there. He mentioned early pace improvement is a good marker for the next time out. 6 Whips. Those are my Saturday night folks right there. Just missed in his last and was better across the board. And that meaning all of its pace numbers. Here you see the beginning, middle, late pace, as well as some early fractions showing some improvement. And then finally, number 6, Pylon. If the 4 with that long rest doesn't come out hot, a little bit rusty, 6 has a good chance to be the one that takes that lead. I'm going to go with the 4, 3, and 5. So that means you can single the 6, folks, because my next one always wins. 1, 2, 6, 3, 4, 5, 3, 5, and 6, $40.50. Although my big fear is this opening pick 4, if it doesn't go right, it could be very chalky. We might not get our $40 back, which would be stinky. Looks like they're hopping into the gates there, Terry, for the first one there. Pretty soon, though, I'll be off and running. So do we have any value in race number 1? Race number 1 right now, the 2 horse is the favorite. 7-5, yeah, it's pretty much in line. The 4 horses were the favorite, some bonus money could be. Hold on, let me go over here. I'm the wrong one. Race 1. Yes, looks like the 4 horse is properly valued. The 2 is a little overpriced. The 5 horse a little overpriced. So the 1 horse was the one with the most value. They're off and they're running. And as it stands right now, you have the 2, you have the 3, you have the 6 as your pace setters. It's going to be a tough race for that 3 in between horses. Sirenetta at 35-1, taking a tough trip. The 2 to 5 favorite is your leader. The 3 still in between horses. The 6 on the outside, going to have to take a 3-wide trip, although he has moved comfortably in front of the 3. 23.71 seconds. For the opening quarter, the 1 right now on the rail, cream caramel or caramel, whichever you prefer, saving a little bit of ground as the 3 continues to back up. The 4 and the 5 at the back of the pack as the long shot 6 right now. Boca Royalty has taken the lead over the 2 horse. How about that?
Wow.
Big Price going to come home. And I was thinking about doing a trifecta box in the opening race. I wish I would have done it now, but woulda, shoulda, couldas, right?
Yeah.
So the 6 going to come home. Looks like the 2 horse is going to kind of fade off a little bit there. The 1 horse is trying its best to get into second, although the 2 is starting to make up some ground. Here comes the 4. Here comes the 3. The question is who's going to finish third. Looks to me like the 1 horse is going to hang on. 6, 2, 1, 4, 3. 6, 2, 1, 4, 3. There you have it. Look at this 6 horse, Terry. Graded out as the second best total pace horse.
Yeah.
There's the 2 and the 1. Top 4 making your trifecta. I think the 4 horse actually. I don't know if the 4 beat the 3 or not, but 6 was a little bit down here, but it was one of those yes horses, Terry. You got to like that. And did show some improvement last time out. A little bit of a drop in class. So plenty of reasons to think the 6 horse had a shot to get into there today, and he did at a decent price. So there you got it. Off to race number 3. And I wouldn't have had my trifecta because the 1 would have screwed it up. So I'm glad I didn't do the trifecta after all.
Well, that's good.
Sometimes it's better to be unlucky than good. 6 furlongs, again, early speed usually does well. A whole bunch go wire to wire, particularly if they have an inside post position, Terry. In this race, we see almost all of the horses except the 5 want to be middle forward. So speed matters. It does look like one of them is going to be a lot faster than the rest.
Yeah, that rail horse has double the speed, and some of it even triple anything else in there. So
along with that, Terry, looks like the jockey and trainer combination fit too.
Yeah, he's got the best jockey and trainer combination for this race.
One other thing we see with great regularity, Terry, is horses that have a bunch of early pace, and as an EP horse, doesn't need to be on the lead. It can be the leader or ride co-pilot, but also has the top C zone. When we see those horses get to the front, and this one with a 6-point early pace edge, all that opportunity to get to the front, it's not going to be uncomfortable being out there. Only 1 horse has hit par so far. That's the 2 CD Acat. I don't know. But Miss Raucous, last time out, a 13-point last race speed figure. Terry, it is 1 of 2 class droppers. Is it going to be the speed? Is it going to be the speed figure? Or is it going to be something else in race number 3?
Well, I like in race 3, the 6, Miss Raucous. Won 2 of her last 4 races. Finished 3rd most recently with a high percentage winning trainer and jockey like the 2. Struggled in her last race and finished very poorly, but shares the top speed at this distance. Number 1, Maggie Mischief. Top trainer and jockey combination. Rail post wins at a 20% clip. Likely to improve on the dirt, and early speed suits the race. Shares the best dirt speed. And then I like the 5 as my long shot. She's a closer who will try and catch the leaders and likes the distance, dropping in class today.
We get a boom for Private Ross on the opener. He had the 6 horse. I'm sorry, Mr. Ross, that I didn't get that up there, but there it is. Boom, 17-1. Cryptic Code coming home with a grand slam. Maggie's Mischief, the 1 horse, Catch Me If You Can, out on the lead all by myself. The question is, do they run decent fractions? Miss Raucous, the 6 horse, does have that last race speed figure number, 13 points better than everybody else. Also, our top total pace horse in there and dropping in class, number 2, CD Cat or Cat. I have no idea. It is the only yes horse in the field, so you know it can hit that par number of 79. So far, nobody's been able to do that. It's also a track dropper and a solid Parx workout. Maybe that one's the one to beat. And then finally, number 5, Raven Knight, a little bit of a long shot, fairly consistent horse in here. Seems to prefer a fast track, and that's exactly what the 5 will get today. Race number 4 is the second of the pick 4s, I believe. And in this case, they're going to go 6 furlongs again. Maiden claiming, so everybody, Terry, is looking for that first win. And a lot of times when we're looking at that first win, the first thing I'm looking at is par races. Who's shown that they can get there, Terry?
Well, the 6 has the only one that's equaled or exceeded the speed par number for this race, with the 2 horses on the inside of the 6, the 4 and 5, both had babies. The rest are all no's. And then as far as today, it looks like the 4 and 5 have the best chance to equal or exceed this today's speed number.
Yeah, that par number. One number over here we're going to see for the first time, right next to the best jockey and trainer, is second race par ability. That means got Misty on the miler. I don't know what the whole name is there, but that one's making its second career start today, and with typical second race improvement, really good chance to go well beyond that 67 speed figure. So look out for that 4 horse on that second race improvement. Look out for my computer doing whatever the hell it wants to do again. So I'm guessing I'm not on the screen. So, Terry, I got to leave. I'll be back. I don't know why the bleep my computer does this all the time. I'll be right back. In the interim, Terry, tell folks what they can do to make sure they don't miss Kentucky Downs tomorrow.
Well, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel and go ahead and take and hit the bell so that you get you get notified about all the great programs. Go ahead and copy that link and share it with everybody you know, relatives, friends, everybody, even people that don't go to the races or don't know much about it. They may come and get a really good kick out of this game. So go ahead and go to our social sites such as Facebook, TikTok, X, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky at Horse Race, the number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like. Keep the comments coming, such as Private Ross and your picks. So, and congratulations, Private Ross, on that first race bomb.
Yeah, I'm sorry about my computer taking me out of there. So there you see in this race shape, folks, the 1 and 3 so far not within 5 lengths of the leader at the finish line. Everybody else wants to be middle forward in there, Terry. So this is a race where if you're going to be the speed, you better be the speed of the speed. And who's the speed of the speed in the race full of speed?
Well, the 4 is. If you take a look there, the 4 should get out of there with, if it gets no problems or anything, it should go to the front.
Yes, the 3, 4, and 5 look like they have the biggest advantage. They're also the ones that have come closest to par or hit par. The 5 horse did run the last race speed figure, 3 points better than everybody else with the top total pace in there, Terry. Question is, does the speed out front or the second timer get the win? And it looks like we both agree that the second timer is going to improve enough to take this one.
Yeah, I think the 4 got Misty on the mind. She moves to a top jockey and drops in class. She was 3rd against Tupper in our last start, and add blinkers to help. Notable 5 furlong workout on August 30th. And then I like the 5 as second choice, highest last race speed rating, returns to the dirt, drops in class. Trainer wins 37% of the races when taking a horse down 2+ classes, and has a very sharp workout on September 2nd. And then I like the 6 as my 3rd choice, finished the money 10 times from 22 starts at Parx Racing. Owns today's fastest speed, dirt speed. Hurricane Jane, the 2 is my long shot. She has the 2nd best prime power number in the race and drops in class today. My second pick 4, Miami Vice Don Johnson, 2-4-5-6 with a 1-3-5-6 with the 2-4-6 with the 2-3, a $48 ticket.
All right. In the 4th spot, I think, Terry, that second time starter, any second race improvement, and this one won't be close, probably going to be a unfortunate heavy favorite. Also, next up after that, I got the 5 horse. That one did have the top last race speed figure. It was 3 points better than everybody else. Rerun that race, and the 4 doesn't improve, and the 5 is your winner indeed. Then the 3 horse, Dowers do yourself a favor. All right, I should probably read them beforehand. Only 2 races so far in its career, so room to be a surprising horse in here. And best workout between races. So a lot of times when I see that horse that kind of struggled, and then all of a sudden you see some good workouts relative to the rest, all the other 4 furlong ones are around 50 seconds. So the horse is showing perhaps ready to come to life. So do yourself a favor, put that one in your pick 4. And then faux pas, that is our good friend Private Ross's top pick in here. I'm going to go with the 3-4-5-3-5, 2-4-5-6, 1-2-3-7. That is my second pick 4 of the day. And I managed to come home with the first 2 pick 4s yesterday, but the first one I think was a little bit of a loss, even though it won. Those are my favorite kind of pick 4s. What about you, Terry?
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't very fun.
Win but lose. That's the way I like it. 10 races today. So race number 5 ends the first half of the Ben Salem card today. This time they're going to go 1 mile and 70 yards. So they're going from the sprints to the routes now, as I try to figure out where everything is on my computer screen. So forgive me. You see there on the bottom scrolling the profile of the winner. Again, early speed. The only real big advantage is the one for Lucky Opportunity. He may not have the opportunity to get the lead here, Terry, but there are only 4 horses in this field, so it's anybody's guess perhaps who's going to get the lead, or maybe one should set the tone and the rest, who knows?
Well, I think if the 5 gets out of there and Jockey makes the right decision, it should have no problems getting to the lead.
Yeah, but these 4 horse races, you just have no idea what's going on. But you see here, the 5 is the biggest class dropper. The 3 and 5 want to get to the lead. The 6 and the 1, they'll look to probably follow up behind. In the 4 horse race, it does look like the 6 horse Umbral is going to get the best trip, Terry. 3 horse last race speed figure, 4 points better than everybody else. You got 4 horses to pick from, so what order did you put them in?
Okay, well, I like, as you can see there, I like the 3. Placed 3rd last time with the highest speed figure. And then fastest dirt speed in today's field has a good trainer and jockey with strong records. My spring surprise, Sunshine, the 5 is the second choice. Has a strong record at Parx Racing. Been in the money 62% of the time, winning 25% of the races. Excels at the distance. Been in the money 100% of the time and drops in class today. And then the 6, my 3rd choice runner-up, is a favorite in last race, but the trainer wins 23% of the races when he brings a horse back that after a loss is a favorite and has the best speed above, which is above average. And then I like the one of my long shot, Lucky Opportunity, ran 2nd in her last race, and the Rail Post is winning at a 19% clip. No additional bets for me here.
Yeah, 4 horses. The 3 horse Vanellope is going to probably be the big favorite in here, I would suspect. When we look at Vanellope, top last race speed figure, solid on the first up record. But the workouts, unfortunately, are a little bit on the blah side. So, I don't know. My Spring Sunshine, the 5 horse, going to be out front. That's usually a good thing in a 4 horse field. Everyone's going to have to pass you at some point. And is taking the biggest class drop. I like that combination. Speed and drop. Number 6, Umbral. By far the best C-zone in a very short field. This one's also a track dropper. And then finally, number 1, Lucky Opportunity, is catching a little bit of a weight break. Better early pace in its last. And I think it will be the long shot. And if the long shot works in 5 horse fields, Terry, why wouldn't it work in 4 horse fields?
Oh, it would.
Yes, indeed. So neither one of us have them in a pick 4. I think you do. Race number 6 as we begin our journey to the second half of the card. They're going back to 6 furlongs. Again, early speed, 37% of the time. Get the lead, keep the lead, and you can collect your fair share as the winner of a $20,000 purse. Speed in race number 6, Terry, seems to be the way always at Parx. And again, like we've seen in so many other races today, there's one horse that looks like everyone's going to have to catch at some point.
Yeah, that's that 5's got a really nice data as far as speed goes, and the closest one to it is 24% versus 52%.
Yeah, and a lot of horses want to get out front here. The 1, the 3, the 5, the 2 can co-pilot or pilot. The 4 and the 6, those 2 are like others. The 4 horse is a lone PC, and also the top late speed in there. So look out for that 4, particularly if it gets a good C-zone trip. And Terry, it looks like plenty of them will, but maybe the 4 is the top of the list.
It is. It's at 69%, so it's going to be very comfortable in the race. But along with the 3, also the 1, the 5, they all look pretty like they're going to be comfortable. So
yeah, and they all look like they, with any improvement or just based on their history, except for maybe Ego Man, have a chance to hit par today. Only one class dropper. That is the 5 horse. Once again, we see a horse, Terry, that gets both the best trainer and the best jockey.
Yeah, the 6 has the best trainer jockey combination. So
once again, we see the 4's name coming up. 4162, our top 4 total pace horses. Who are your top selections for race number 6?
Well, I do like the 4. Atlas K-Boy ran second versus Tougher in the last race, drops in class today, has a high percentage winning jockey. Thirsty Pappy, the 2, has won his last race by a whopping 7.5 lengths, has the highest last speed rating, and has a high percentage winning trainer. We Ready, the 6, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, and this combination in the last 5 starts has won 4 out of 4 races, and also early speed suits shorter distance. Recent good workout on August 29th. Cobble Road, the 1, is my long shot, won his last race at Parx Racing, and the rail is winning at a 20% clip. Has a high percentage winning jockey. No additional bets for me here.
Yeah, not the first race notwithstanding, I think this one had a chance to be pretty chalky today. So I look for a couple places to put my Benny in the bets and hopefully maybe strike gold or at least silver. But We Ready does have its best published workout between races. That's something I like to look at. Say, hey, is this horse showing me something on the track? Well, there it is. Best published work, 47-1. You don't see any other like it in the bottom line there. And then you see Michael Sanchez, top jock, top trainer. I think this one's ready to go. If not, the 4 horse, Ava K's boy. Better early pace, making the 3rd start after a layoff today, although 3rd start up last time out regressed a little bit, but this one did show better early pace, better fractions, so some conflicts there. Number 2, Thirsty Pappy. Last time around the track, he was thirsty because he blew everybody's doors off in there. Terry, repeat that race. It could be good enough. And then Tough Constitution. Only class dropper. Got a good chance to be out front like we saw. I like those class drops, Terry, where horses have a great chance to be on the lead facing lighter company today. But I'm going to put $5 exact the key box. The 6, I hope I get my 9-2 odds there with all. And then I'm going to do $5 double straight up, ice cold, 6-1. And then a $5 ice cold pick 3, 6 with the 1 and the 3. And yesterday I did manage to get through the first 2 parts only to watch one of those big top last race speed figure horses, for whatever reason, from the 2 post run 3 wide all the way around the track, which almost doesn't make any sense to me, Terry, but somehow that's what happened. 7th race is the beginning of the last Don Johnson pick 4. Speaking of Don Johnson, I wonder where he is today. This time they're going to go 7 furlongs again, much like the opener, where we saw the 6 horse ride shotgun and run right by everybody. So being forward has a good chance, especially if you have a little bit of a late kick, Terry, in the 7th race. 7th race, 7 furlongs, and looks like the 7 might get the lead. Is that right?
Yeah, but a 2 is pretty close to the same number. So I think it'll be a head-to-head contest between those 2 horses.
Yeah, the 7 is a left arrow horse in a way there, Terry, because he's not been within 5 lengths of the leader at the finish line. Looks like being out in the front might work to its favor in here today, Terry. The 2 horse, the only one so far to hit par, 71. Everybody else going to make an effort at it today, Terry. And looks like really only 3 of them got a chance to get it done.
Yeah, the 1, 2, and the 7 all have a chance to either equal or exceed the speed par number for today's race.
Yeah, and again, when horses are looking for their first win, who's got a chance and who has hit par, those numbers could be extremely important. Big class drops usually make a big difference as well, as do jockeys and trainers, Terry. And looks like in this case, we got a little competition for the top spot.
Yeah, you can see the 3 has the best jockey according to the data. The 1 has the best trainer, but I think the 2 is the best jockey-trainer combination.
Well, we talked about the 2 horse here. That one is your simulation favorite. 7 is your favorite to get to the lead. What a little competition from the 2. Those 2 will be duking it out. And over here, the 1 horse has a huge late speed advantage over everybody else. So if the whole field goes to the front, which could happen, that 1 horse with that late speed and an 8-point total pace figure, Terry, could just run by them all at the end in race number 7. And you don't think that'll happen? You got your eye on something else.
Yeah, I like the 3 weeks strong. Finished second against similar competition last race, trained by a 23% winning trainer in maiden claiming events, and ridden by a top jockey, holds the highest last race speed rating. And then 2, moving to Kentucky, has the best dirt speed among today's stars, trained by a high percentage winning trainer. This trainer wins 24% of the races in the first race after claiming a horse. Then I like that one, Gentleman Don. The rail post is winning at an 18% clip in the class today. And the trainer wins 20% whenever taking a horse down 2 or more classes. And then number 5, Master of Tweets. My long shot finished in the money in 5 races at Parx Racing. Has a high percentage winning jockey. I'm going to play the last pick 4, Miami Vice, Don Johnson. 1, 2, 3, 5 with a 3, 4 with a 1, 3 with the 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, and 9 to $48 ticket.
I'm going to go with Gentleman Don. You know, our good friend Don Johnson's not in the comment section today, but he's certainly been a gentleman. So we'll honor him with the 11-point top total late speed edge in there. That is the biggest. And this horse is only making its 2nd career start. Does have a top total pace of 8, so it has the most upside potential. Moving to Kentucky, Track Dropper, who runs his best off the bench, and it is the only yes horse in the field. And then Love Me a Karen could be forward and catches first-time Lasix, folks. It's another one of my favorite handicapping angles in there, too. When you see like horses like the 7 horse, show speed right back in here, fades, speed fades. Last time out, well, didn't show really anything. Catching that Lasix, if it can run with some speed today, folks, with that Lasix, should be able to breathe all the way to the finish line. And then finally, number 3, Week Strong. That is your morning line favorite. A little bit better across the board, a little bit better fractions last time out. But I just have a hard time supporting them at 8 to 5. I'm going to do my 50-cent pick 4, 1, 2, 7. So guess what? I should have supported him because you can guess whose one's going to win, Terry.
Yeah, you sure can.
Just single the 3 and forget about anything else either one of us said. 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 6, 7, 9 is my pick 4. That's another $48. And then I'm going to do a $7 exacta key box once again, just absolutely sticking the knife in my own side with the 1 over the 2 and the 7. So, folks, that 3 horse is going to win, and he's going to win by about 40 lengths. You can put that on the board. Yes. Race number 8. This looks like Terry's best bet coming up. So, before we get to Terry's best bet, let's take a look at some of the dynamics to this race. In race number 8, you're looking at 6 furlongs. Again, early speed on the inside 3, Terry. That's the way to get the job done. And in race number 8, do any of them have an opportunity to fit that bias?
Well, the 3 and the 4 and the 2 all have speed. You know, I just don't know who's going to get out there and get to that quarter pole first with the 4-horse field. Just never know.
Yeah, it looks like the 3 or the 4. The other 2 will be coming in there. See the 3 horse, if it gets to the front, complete left arrow horse. Although if you look here, the biggest in-race advantage might belong to the 6 with that late speed, 7 points. 3 horse top last race speed figure with the 1 horse scratching out moved from 5 to 15 points. And then the 3 horse also your top total pace horse in there, Terry. After that, it's a flip of a coin. 3 horse, your best jockey trainer. So the 3 horse is at the top of everything except the C zone. Is it also at the top of your picks?
It sure is. The 3 horse is my pick of the day. And I'm hoping to break the cold streak I've had. My horse yesterday didn't seem to want to run, so I was very disappointed. Anyway, I like Practical Coach, winner of the last 2 races, seeks 3rd win in a row. Trainer wins 42% of the races when dropping a horse down 2 or more classes, and he has a top jockey. And then I like the 4. He has won 3 races out of the last 5 starts, finishing 3rd versus similar in last race, has a high percentage winning trainer. Go East, the 2 is my next choice, finishes in the money 2 races out of the last 3 starts. He won one of those, and he has a highest speed figure at today's distance. Midnight Getaway is my 6, is my long shot. Best start speed is faster than the average winning speed and can handle the distance. I'm going to bet 30 to win on the 3. An exacta box $10 3-4, and then a $10 exacta 3 with the 2-4-6, and then a $20 daily double 3 with the 1.
Yeah, I think that 3-horse Terry is likely to be your winner with the big last race speed figure, big par plus, winner 2 in a row, third start after layoff. Yeah, I've seen a lot of these horses lately, though, finishing second, which scares me a bit. Midnight Getaway, biggest in-race edge with that late speed, best C-zone by far. And all the other horses in there, Terry, want to go to the front. So if they all push each other, he'll be like, ha, 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 as he runs by at the end. Go East, well, that's your 3rd horse in there. Very consistent, did show regression in its last. We'll need to bounce back here today. And then the 4-horse, Baracho Cancho. Got to say that. Well, there's 4 horses in this race. Might as well make the 4th of 4. Kind of fits. 2 races to go. That means the late daily double again tomorrow. Terry and I will be back for Parx. Not Parx. We're going to do Kentucky Downs for closing day at Kentucky Downs tomorrow. That should be a lot of fun. We've had a lot of success despite the rumored reputation of a difficult place to find success. Hopefully we can do that yet again tomorrow. Thursday, I'm 90% sure we're going to do Belmont at the Big A. We'll have to do that probably a little bit early. We'll probably start around noon Eastern time because I have a 12 o'clock appointment that day I got to hit. And then on Friday, for Foreign Friday, Tom and I are going to do Shawton to make sure you get Kentucky Downs. You get Belmont at the Big A. You get, I mean, are there any bigger tracks than that over the next 3 days, Terry?
Not that I know of.
Me either. And something you do know of, Terry, is how to make sure you don't miss it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it, right?
I'm sorry. I was reading what Private Ross said. Yeah, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell so you're notified. Go ahead and copy the link at the bottom and share it with everybody. Go to our social sites at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, Threads, Blue Sky at Horse Race number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like, and also keep the comments coming and the picks just like Private Ross is doing today.
Yep. And in race number 9, they will go 6.5 furlongs, claiming $5,000. Early speed gets a lot of the W's. This one is completely inside to outside. And we do have 2 horses on the inside that have a chance to fit that bill.
Yeah, the 1 and the 3, they're really close in their data numbers. And so they could go head to head to the quarter pole if they both get good breaks.
The other one being a PC, a left arrow horse. The 8 wants to be on the lead. He can't get there, but he's going to have to work. So maybe false. The rest want to close. The 5 so far not within 5 lengths of the leader at the finish line. Looks like if the 3 horse can get out, he's got a great chance, Mr. Terry, to perhaps go wire to wire. He is amongst a bunch of them that have hit par and amongst many of them who can do it again, but doesn't have that jockey trainer combo. Who does?
No, the 7 has the best jockey. 1 has the best trainer, but I think the 7's the best jockey trainer combination.
4, 2, 3, and 6 as your top 4 total pace horses, although Zippy Gizmo, a 5-point last race speed figure over everybody else, but he's a maybe horse in there, Terry. Dropping in class, however, so maybe that horse can find its way to the winner's circle in race number 9. Who does score the W?
Well, I like the 1 Iconic Legacy. Rail post winning 20% clip, drops in class, trained by 20% by a trainer who wins 20% of the races in the second race after claiming a horse. Has a highest speed figure at today's distance. Fastest dirt speed is among today's entries. All those boxes are marked. And then Chip's Friend, the 3, strong record at Parx Racing, been in the money 41% of the time, winning 14% of those races. And at today's distance, he's won 25% of the starts. It has a high percentage winning trainer. We retweet the 7, drops in class today, returns to dirt, gets a top jockey. Trainer is in a strong recent form as he's been in the money. 6 out of 8 starts with 3 wins, a second and 2/3. And then number 2, Zippy Gizmo is my long shot. Drops top the last race speed rating. drops in class today. Trainer is 3 starts with 3 wins, 1 start, 1 second, and 2/3 from 8 starts. That's it for me in that race.
Yeah, I'm Iconic Legacy, the 1 horse, big favorite in there, biggest class dropper, but I'm also going to need a big bounce back race. Chip's Friend could be out front versus everybody else that wants to be middle back. Zippy Gizmo does have that top last race speed figure, a handful of points better than everybody else. Rerun that, and everybody else reruns theirs. It wins, but that one kind of stinks at Parx. 7 races in a second, nothing else around that. And then Catch My Vibe, the 4 horse, is your top total pace horse in here. Gotta like that. Usually that's a pretty good sign. And also showed signs of life, as our good friend Tom likes to point out. You'll see here that horse came off the bench and ran this best speed figure that it has in a long time. Race doesn't look great on paper. The numbers say was one of its better performances, and great chance for that horse to improve in the second start after layoff, and maybe we'll catch a little bit of a price on that guy. Final race of the day, race number 10, again tomorrow, Kentucky Downs. And then on Thursday, Belmont at the Big A in all likelihood. And then on Friday, Foreign Fridays with Tom and I for Shawton. But they're going to run 6 furlongs in the finale before we get to all that today at Parx. Again, early speed, particularly on the inside. It's the best way to take home the top prize for the nightcap, claiming $7,500. Terry, in the finale, we once again see a horse that has a great chance to get to the front all by myself.
That's right. You can see that the 7 should. And by the way, the 5 just won the second race at Parx Racing with the 1 run in second.
All right. We missed that one. Huh? Do we have the 1 and the 5?
Race number 2? I have the
4-3-5. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I have the 5.
Yeah, we both had him in our pick 4. So
good. He went up 4-1.
We'll take that, right?
Yeah.
Big overlay there too, in all likelihood. All right, so 4-3-5 in at 4-1 off. Yeah, and that's why I was a little concerned about that 4 horse. I'm talking about all those big numbers should be a big favorite. And sometimes, whatever reason at Parx, that doesn't happen. A lot of times that doesn't happen.
He ran next to last, so go ahead.
Well, hopefully our picks for race 10 don't run next to last, but when they start, they're one that will absolutely be first, it looks like.
Would be that 7, yeah. So.
And this is a race where most people want to be middle forward, so getting forward could help. Yeah, maybe a little uncomfortable out there, Terry. Got a nice overlay here with the 9 horse Little Sally in a race where nobody's hit par, Terry, and looks like 4 of them have a chance to get to that speed number of 75 or better. Who are they?
Yeah, so you can take a look there, and you can see that 1, 2, and then 6, and then the 9, especially the 9, have a really good chance to equal or exceed the speed part number for this race.
Yeah, the 9 horse, your lone PC, should get a good trip. C-Zone says it's likely to get the best trip. Got a good jockey. Good trainer, Terry, but it looks like maybe somebody else with the better jockey, better trainer.
Well, the best jockey, according to the data, is the 7, but I think the 6 has the best jockey-trainer combination.
Well, the simulation odds, the 9, the 6, the 2, and the 1, they mirror the total pace odds, the 9, the 2, the 6, and the 1. Do you have the 9, the 2, the 6, and the 1 in your picks?
That's right. I do. I like the 2 as my top choice. Kate's Warrior Heart finished in the money in 6 races out of 6 career starts. Likes to be right there, winning the last race, and has a plus a high percentage winning trainer. Little Sally, that's 9, and won 2 out of the 5 starts. May improve it on the dirt. It has a high percentage winning trainer. Cruising Gal, the 3, also has a high percentage winning trainer and finished 3rd last time out. Would probably improve at sprint return. And then Tiggy Thunder, the 6 by long shot, finished in the money 3 races out of 6 starts at Parx Racing. Won 1 of the races, has a high percentage winning trainer, and has the highest speed figure at today's distance. I have no other bets as I'm out of money.
Little Sally to end the show. Top pick on the 9. I like that color on the apron there. So why not put that pick in your picks for race number 10? But this making the 3rd start after layoff, taking a small drop in class. It is the top C-Zone as the lone PC. That horse can be anywhere on the track. So patience could be a virtue here for Little Sally. Kate's Warrior Heart ran 6 times. You finished in the money all 6 times, 4 times at the distance, all 4 times at the distance then. Good workouts, top total pace horse. Good reasons to like that one. Number 6, 50, biggest class dropper in the field, and will definitely be putting its best work together as the race comes towards the finish line. And then finally, number 7, Treasure Piece. That one has all that speed. Catch me if you can, pace setter. Held its speed until the end of the very last race. So just a little improvement today, and maybe it goes all the way. 50-cent trifecta box with the few bucks I got left, 2, 6, 7, and 9. Let's see if we can hit the trifecta on the final day at Parx for us this week. Here are our full picks for the day. Race number 1, the 6-horse one. Race number 2, the 5-horse one. So you know what that means about the next race, Terry?
Yeah, let's see, 2, 5, then the 1.
5, 6. No, we got to go right there. The 6-horse is the next winner.
Oh, all right.
It's going to do that diagonal all the way down. And then the 4-horse in race number 4. So it means Terry should have 2 winners back to back.
That'd be nice.
As far as the rest of our picks are concerned, in race number 3, we have no bets. Race number 4 to be the next pick 4. Race number 5, nothing. Race number 6, I'm putting together some work there. Hopefully, We Ready is ready today. And We Ready hopefully goes off at a nice price with Mikel Sanchez. Race number 7, some more of my money, as well as the last pick 4. Race number 8, Terry's best bet of the day, nothing in race number 9. And then a trifecta box to close out everything in race number 10. And when the show is over, just a few minutes right there, you'll see it says Parx Racing Picks live stream for September the 9th. Click on that. There'll be a race replay. Inside the race replay on YouTube, we will timestamp every race so you can come back and watch what we like, why we like. Also in the description on YouTube is a tip jar. If you like what we do, hit us up with a tip. Smart sheets, explanation to them, also found in the description there, Terry. HRT gear found right there. Click on that. And free picks, again, link for that in the description on YouTube as well. A little later on in the day for Louisiana Downs. Before we part company today, Terry, again, tomorrow, Kentucky Downs. That should be a lot of fun. But before we have a lot of joy and fun on the turf in the middle of Kentucky, any wise words of wisdom from you?
Well, first of all, I'm going to say hello to Christopher D'Souza, who came in and gave us a pick for the 10th race. And also, I look forward to doing Kentucky Downs tomorrow because it's the last day of their meet. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, then please do that. It doesn't cost you anything. It's easy to do. Other than that, have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, no matter what you're doing for the rest of this day, certainly we hope you have God's grace, God's favor in everything you do until we get back together again. Ends up in one place only, and that can only be
the winner's circle.
Indeed. Thanks for joining us. Have a very blessed, terrific day.